Good morning, my friends. I am here with a flow journal. I was invited to a swap over at the Uncommon Guild, and I decided to take on the challenge because I had never made a flow journal before. Sorry. So what a flow journal is, it is a journal that I would almost consider like a kit, a scrapbook or a junk journal kit, because nothing is bound or glued in. It's all removable somehow. Paper clip, washi tape, safety pins, ribbons, stuff like that. So this is mine. It is a Halloween themed, and of course I went with more of the romantic, shabby chic, Victorian, pre-Victorian era for my Halloween. That's kind of what I lean to when I think of Halloween. So I'm going to open her up and see. It was the requirements were minimum 8 to 10 folded pages, one signature. Of course, that didn't happen. It's, as you can see, it's pretty big and chunky, and I got this cool, it's an antique tassel actually off like a an old lamp actually in there. So that didn't happen. I actually have 2 signatures. You were supposed to have at least 15 pieces of emphera or whatever. I think I counted over 50, including like laces and safety pins and all that kind of stuff. So I hope my partner likes it. I actually am going to meet with her today. Excuse me. I'm going to meet with her today. I actually got partnered up with somebody that lives about 25 minutes from me. So we are going to exchange them this morning. So let me dive right in and show you. I did this Swiss dot. I coffee dyed it, and I did it extra long because, like I said, this is almost like a kit, so they'd have enough to use for something. The cover, I used a placemat folded in half. It's just folded in half, and it's like an old Martha Stewart Christmas placemat. It's actually velvet and like a satin. I have glued on a piece of fabric. That's the only place I glued onto the paper itself. If they didn't want to use it, there's enough flap there where they can just cut it off or fold it under. And I attached the fabric with a safety pin. And then I took this, they have these at Michael's right now, these little hands, and I put just a little piece of thread or string through it. There's a little hole, and then I attached the string with a safety pin. So that's holding that on there. I thought it was really kind of cool because it's a Victorian picture of women weeping. That was a trend back then to take pictures after somebody died of you in mourning. So I thought that was kind of cool. And we open it up. So I have it bound. I don't know if you can see this right here, the lace. That's how I have them holding in right now. But I thought, of course, if you know me at all, I like my laces and stuff. So I thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool to do a belly band with 3 different type of laces going through it? And then I'm like, oh, well, if you hold it up, they're going to fall out. I went, oh, I'll safety pin them to the ribbon with something cute on top of the ribbon, so you could use the little trims as well. There's some seam binding and some crocheted ribbon. There's buttons and a coffee dyed crocheted piece, and plus black laces, and this is actually from an old French runner. It's so old it just like rips when you, it's amazing, it just rips when you want it to. So, but then again, I've made pockets out of it and it's sturdy enough for that. But it's really cool. I love this stuff. So it's actually might even be tatting. I think it is tatting. It's little loops. Who knows? I'm not real good with the difference. Of course, it's coffee dyed paper. I put in this cute gold lame heavier vellum type paper I found at Michael's, and just made, it's not glued down or anything, just made a little pocket there. I put, of course, Grim Stoker's Dracula in there. I just love this picture of him. I don't know why, he's just so mysterious. I love him. And then I put this little flashcard in there for an English flashcard, and it has a word on it, and down below it says, "On misty nights the moon is surrounded by an aerial." So, and then it has what the meaning, it's basically a halo encircling. So I just thought that was kind of cool. 1902 dictionary page in there. Of course, you have to have a dictionary page. Thought it was cool how the castle looking thing right there. If you can see it. And then this is a countess. I can't remember her name, but she would take pictures of herself. She almost went broke taking pictures of herself. And there's another picture of her in here too. But my hands aren't working. Just use some washi, stuck it on. You take it off without hurting anything. Or you can permanently put her down there if you wanted. Of course, a glassine bag. I put a little haunted house in there. And I put a napkin. Wicked Witch Company. And it's, I believe, on all four sides, so you can use, you have 4 different images there. And these are cool. I found these at Michael's too. They're almost like an x-ray. They've had them before in the past, but not this big. These are actually 8 by 8. I did cut this one down, but I just attached it on with a paper clip. And I found this paper there too. I thought it was really cool. It kind of looks, I don't know, almost like a Venetian wall with the way it looks like it's painted, and it just has some words kind of coming through. So I folded that to where it would have a little fold if they wanted to make a pocket, permanently make a pocket. This is an earring that I found. I just thought it was kind of cool, maybe a little witchy, kind of a little feather vibe. Here's the Countess again. This is probably the most famous picture of her. And I just, again, paper clipped that on. I put a jewel on the paper clip. And there's that. And then a partial envelope that I ripped up. I like the gray in there, and I thought it made a good background. And now remember, all these are removable. I can just pull them out and put them back in. There's nothing bound, see? It's not sticking to anything. I made this little round out of a cupcake, or not a cupcake. It's a nut cup. Flattened it all out and coffee dyed it, and then I put in a bigger crochet piece, some black lace, and of course, little black and white little boy and girl in there, and then added laces to the paper clip. Skeleton hand, black cardstock, of course just held on by washi tape. This is a printable, both sides printable. Again, here's where I cut that x-ray type paper and put it on here. Again, just with washi tape. Had this postcard. It's actually for a postcard show, but I just thought the like a carriage and stuff was so cool. Almost looked like a caretaker or funeral home one. Okay. Then I went ahead and I made a pocket. I'm sorry, I said I didn't glue anything. I was wrong. I did glue this down to make the pocket. But I tried it back here with washi. I have one I did with washi and it's not sticking very well. So I went ahead and glued this one. On the other one, I'm going to figure that one out. But I got a little evidence tag in here. And then I've got this old picture with the cabinet card and an old picture in there. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Vincent Price or something. And then more lace, some gold tool, and a little pumpkin I punched. Found this punch at a thrift store when I was at my grandma's memorial last weekend. More paper, scrapbook paper from Michael's. It's kind of cool. Looks like typewriter keys. Another piece of this X-ray. I see some hands there. I don't know if you can see them, but there's hands. And then the start of a skull over here. This is upholstery fabric I have. So I just cut a bigger piece, folded it over, and attached with this black safety pin this trim that I found at Hobby Lobby last weekend. And then this is the middle page. Of course, a coffee dyed paper with, I'd used actually a plastic doily to get that image. I thought it was just cool. The other side of that paper, that fabric, there's the skull. You can see it. Typewriter paper. I'm gonna sneeze again. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. Okay. Excuse me. Another pocket, piece of wallpaper in there. Other side of that printable. Just thought this was cool. It just looks like, I don't know, something like the Headless Horseman would ride down that path to come get you. Just thought it was really cool. Of course, it's on with washi tape. There's a little bat there. It's on with washi tape too. And this folds over. These sheets that I got are 12 by 12. So of course I had to shorten them. This was a leftover piece. I used one of these. I've had this forever and never used it. So I used that to tear the paper. Little wavy there. Paper dropping. And I just paper clipped it on with a spider and a web. And folded the rest of it over on this side. So there's plenty there to do whatever with. And then I added these. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Willow, but for some reason this reminded me of it. The island and the old witch that they run into. And then this I just thought was cool. This is actually a chimney rock in a historical park, Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee. I just thought the rock looked kind of, I don't know, like a ritual rock or something. And I thought it was kind of cool. And then here's the other side of that paper, other side of the bag. I did not do anything to it, so they can do whatever they want, open it up or whatever. Other side, the dictionary page. There's that gold pocket. I stuck a raven in here. And the other side of sorry, other side of this lace. This is what you guys saw on my Facebook and Instagram. Sorry, there's a fly. Go away, fly. So the one thing about this, it does kind of shift. So you kind of have to play with it a little bit. So again, the laces and the tatting and a little piece that I ripped off. More of this lace. There's some lace here and some more seam bunting, and of course there are some more buttons on here. Wallpaper. I did make this big enough. The other side is back here, and it is folded, so you get a good. Actually, let me fold that for a second. This is supposed to be there. So, it is a big, generous piece. So, okay. So, like I said, there's the wallpaper. Piece of Tim Holtz paper I found last weekend. We can't ever find Tim Holtz in Utah for some reason, but this is what it is. It's from the Ideology, and it is 24 double-sided sheets. They're 6 inches by 10 inches, and they're called backdrops. And some of them are pretty cool. I got 2 different packs. So, added some. These are actual labels that were never used for syrup of buckthorn. And I'm not even going to try to say this other one, but they're for apothecary jars. So I stuck those on there. The other side of that paper, will probably have a few more of these, so I'll probably just tuck them right in there. I found these at Hobby Lobby too. Just a big envelope. There's actually nothing in there. Just thought, just stick it in there. Coffee dyed paper. Some butterflies. That I've just washied on. And I don't know if you know me or not, I like to ink my edges. Nothing's inked. I didn't ink anything because I don't know what the person getting this, what they want to use it for, so I figured they can actually ink it the color they want. So there's some gold satin type fabric with my hair stuck to it. Don't need that, do we? Another bag. This one I have a cat and palmistry guide in there. It's a little Tim Holtz card. And cat. And then coffee dyed paper. And on this side, I have black and white pillow ticking as a flip, but it is stapled on so it can come off. A safety pin holding another piece of a jewel. We've got this lady, she's by her haircut I'm thinking she's 1920s, and the Art Deco behind her, again, washied on. I love her. She just looks like all out in this web thing. It's so cool. I want that. I'd love to have that. Coffee dyed and glimmer mist envelope. Almost couldn't think of the word. Here is the pockets I did that are kind of coming apart, the washi. So I'm thinking I'll probably just stick another piece of washi right on top of it. Here's another napkin I got. Found both napkins at TJ Maxx. Creatures of the Night, spooky and scary. And of course has 4 on there, so you get 4 uses there. This is a digital I printed out. Just fold, it has 4 of them. Just folded it in half and then in half again to make a pocket. An old postcard It looks like it's German, somewhere in Germany, maybe. I can't read, it's a different language, but it looks like maybe the inside of a church. Just thought that was kind of cool. Another piece of that gold vellum. And then we have a big butterfly I printed out. Butterflies are always, I don't know why. For me, they're very Victorian and also can be very spooky in a way. So, I don't know. And then more of that gold on that side. Here's the other side of the bingo cards. And I put another postcard in there. I thought he was kind of creepy looking. Some sort of statue somewhere. The Cathedral Saint Jean Baptist. I think this is actually, I want to say maybe French, just from the writing, so it's probably from France. I'm not sure, but I just thought he kind of fit the bill. Another pocket, of course this is again washi, gotta fix that. I put in some negatives and another napkin. And then I just folded this up and put it in here. I liked the brown. I thought if somebody wanted to actually put this together and make it kind of a witchy vibe, that this would go well with the colors. It's actually a Missouri Kansas Pipeline Company, a whole 10 shares, common stock. From 1932, and it's void after April 1st, 1936. Okay, I'm gonna say there was no transfer agent on here. This is what I used to do for a living, work on the stock market. So I'm like, wait a minute, but it's void. Okay, so this is really cool. Cool piece of history. The feel of it's really cool. Just fold it up and stick it in there. The other half of that envelope, and I stuck a little, just a little glittered pumpkin dude in there. More black cardstock. Again, I did the same thing with the rest of this 12 by 12 paper. I put it on here, paper clipped it, and folded it over. This one's holding a cool picture. It's trees. You're looking up into the trees. But this one almost looks like a, if you really look at it close, let's see if I can get it up here. It almost looks like a woman dancing. It's really kind of cool. And then on this side I have butterflies again. The other side of that bag, I did attach a paper ruffle there. The other side of this fabric, I did fold it over and I attached this with a safety pin, a little pouch, and I put some petrified wood in there. Petrified wood, one of the things that some symbols is heritage. I'll put that in there. Got a paper clip here holding an old postcard. I think this postcard's cool. Look at the back of it. It's really cool. Looks like it's from Hanover. I'm not sure where. I don't know if you can see that. I don't want to say Germany. I don't think it's Germany. It might be Dutch. I don't know. So, and then we've got, again, paper clipped on is another napkin. Here's a fold. I put in this stuff that's kind of cool. It's, they would use these in the movies for fake money, like when the shot wasn't actually on money and they just had to like count out money. And it says motion picture use only. Thought that was kind of cool. And then there's the other half of that Tim Holtz paper, the wallpaper, and then of course I have clipped on top here. It's just a little what is it called? Chalkboard clip there. That's it. There's the back. There's the tassel chain. I actually tied the tassel chain. Well, it came undone. I got to retie the tassel chain on there. So that's it. I do have a couple things I'm going to add to it. I have bought these spiders. I'm going to give a spider with it, and I have some chalkboard tags that I am also going to put in there. And that is it. That's my flow journal. Like I said, everything can be taken out. I'll even show you. It just slips right out, slips right back in. So nothing is actually bound. So kind of cool, fun concept. Like I said, this, if somebody wanted to, they can bound it. This would make a great journal just the way it is. Or they can take it out and use it the way they want. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.